No matter where you are in your journey, no matter what you're manifesting, no matter the circumstances, big or small, you can and will have what you want. Now, there's a law in the 48 laws of power. I believe it is law 10 that advises to stay clear of negative people as to not be infected by their negativity and instead surround yourself with positive people as to be infected by their positivity. Now, the reason why I'm referencing that in this video is because what I've got for you today is a list of success stories from other people just like you, who have manifested on various timelines, who have manifested through various methods, and who have manifested both the big and the small and anything in between. So what I'm giving you today is a list of positive stories from positive people as to reassure and infect you with their positivity, because if they can do it, you absolutely can too. Now, I got these success stories from a post I put out on Facebook and sent out to my email list, asking people for their successes. Some of these have come through working with me, some of them haven't. So I'm just going to keep it anonymous and tell the story today. And if you're someone who has sent one of these emails, you are welcome to comment below anything that you would like to add or just saying, hey, that's me. But for everybody else, I hope this video helps you going forward, feeling the reassurance that you can get it done. And if you would like the confidence and action plan to do so, check out, after you've watched this video, my website where I have coaching, I can manifest for you. I've got my academy and much, much more. But without further ado, thank you for your time. Drop me a like, drop me a comment, and let's get into this video. Of course, reading off my trusty laptop. So some of these are short, some of these are longer. I will obviously express when there's a break between success stories. But the first one goes, I had a very bad conversation with my SP and then thought I won't be getting any messages because I was very emotional in complaining to her. I did a revision technique, not assuming I didn't say anything bad, but assuming that was a two-way mutual conversation. Did for 2 days whenever I was resting. Third day, SP texts me like nothing happened in a happy, relaxed good morning and wishing a good day. That was super personal, powerful experience. So what that person says is they obviously had a little bit of a bad conversation with their person. They decided to revise it and change the story away from that they didn't say anything bad, but instead having a mutual nice conversation. I assume nice, it doesn't state that, but they said matured, so I would assume nice. Did it for a couple of days, and then on the third day, SP texts like nothing had happened. And that's been my experience with revision in the past as well. When I revise, it's as though something never even happened. It's like someone doesn't even remember it, it's not brought up, it's just the new story goes forward. It's a lovely success story there, nice, quick and easy. The next one. I started this journey in 2022, and while I have a long journey of trial and error, I'll keep it to the point. In 2022, I started this journey trying to get SP back, and then they put in brackets, SP, what's new, lol. And while I was sure I was doing everything correctly, I now understood it was the opposite. I treated this like some magic way to get her back. I did it from lack, from wanting to get something, and when I failed naturally, my energies and emotions would go down. Being in this journey has helped me realize it's not magic, it's not the technique, it's me. I am the magic. Everything I want is already mine. All I did was realize it's mine, it's here, and align with it. 3D showed me the opposite, question mark. That's not my reality. I know what's mine. You're not creating, you're aligning. Everything you want is there. Take it and don't let go. Naturally, I started applying this to more than SPs. Fast forward to today, my original SP came back, others came back. I always find a parking spot no matter where I go. I always have more than enough money and so on. If I can go back to 2022 and tell me one thing, it would be don't give up. Enjoy the process is what made you into the manifestor you are right now. And then they put PS, the less I did and the less I worried, the more I'd get. So I love that one. Not only did they get their original person, but they obviously got other people coming in as well. And they mentioned getting like the parking spots and money and so on. Some of my personal preferred stories and favorite stories are the little things. You know, when you just have like a fleeting thought and then something happens, or, you know, like you don't put a lot of effort in it and it's kind of somewhat inconsequential and it happens, and you're like, ah, that's amazing. They're some of my personal favorites, and I'm glad this person is having those with the parking spots and so on. And then the part they put at the end with the less I did and worried, the more I'd get. I've been saying that for the longest time. The less you stress, the more you control. To focus less on trying to force it and cram as much work in as possible, and focus on your alignment, and you will succeed. The next one is a little bit of a longer one, so bear with me. Hi Matthew, for months a heavy silence had stretched between my daughter and me, a silence made all the more urgent by the ticking clock of her upcoming move to Canada. The thought of her crossing an ocean while we were still drifting apart felt like a door slamming shut. Desperate and out of options, I reached out to Matthew. I didn't know what to expect, but Matthew didn't offer a quick fix script or a lecture. Instead, he gave me a shift in perspective. He told me to start manifesting our reconnection, but with one crucial condition: do not force it. So I began every single day. I sat with the quiet intention of peace between us. I didn't send frantic texts. I didn't let anxiety dictate my actions. I practiced gentle manifestation, letting the love I had for her fill the space where fear used to live. I simply trusted that the universe was working behind the scenes. Then the air shifted. The tension that had held me back for months dissolved, replaced by a profound, calm certainty. The time felt right. With a steady hand and a clear heart, I reached out to her. I am so incredibly happy to report that we are reconnected. The walls we had built up melted away in warmth of honest conversation. Not only are we speaking again, but the universe went a step further. I'm officially going to visit her in October. As if the floodgate of abundance had been unlocked by this healing, the energy shifted elsewhere too. My finances, which had been a source of stress, are finally taking a definitive turn for the better. Unexpected doors are opening, and the scarcity that used to cloud my thoughts has vanished. Looking back, I realized this journey was about so much more than just an email. I trust the process completely now. I know within every single fiber of my being that the universe listens. A little note to Matthew's followers: if you are waiting your own shift, let this be your sign. Be patient with what you are manifesting, release the grip of control, and above all else, trust it. Thank you again, Matthew. I'm so incredibly happy and grateful. Lovely story. Reconnecting with your children after a long period of time must be an incredible feeling. Really happy for this person, and I'm happy that it's also flowing in other areas as well. If that doesn't make you feel good and confident, I don't know what will. Next one. Me and my SP were constantly hot and cold, and told me that he didn't want a relationship with me. This went on for about 6 months of me arguing with him in my head and constantly stalking who he was following on Instagram, until I finally decided that I actually did want a relationship with him and for him to commit to me and only me. I said affirmations in the morning and night of me and SP are in a happy, committed relationship, and my SP has eyes only for me, which is why he has fully committed to me. I pretty much just lived my life and bettered myself in other areas, manifesting other desires I had, and it helped me detach from the 3D. I also would see him in a very positive light whenever I thought of him. I would say doing this for roughly 2 weeks or so, actually doing it, not just watching videos of how to do it, is when he came in wanting to see me, take me on dates, bought me flowers and gifts, and unfollowed every other girl on Instagram except me. I think the key of this was knowing that I had full control of my reality and simply detaching, knowing it was coming. I'm so excited for my other manifestations to come in. So again, another lovely specific person story. They put the work in, as they said, opposed to just watching the content, which is a habit I think everybody falls in, not just in manifestation. I think that's the same in almost every field. You watch, you learn, you absorb, and then when it comes to it, you don't apply it as much as you thought you were or as much as you think you would when you were learning. So I'm really happy that this person put the work in and got their specific person doing everything that they wanted. Incredible story. On to the next one. It's the first time I've ever tried to manifest change in an object. Honestly, I didn't think it would work, but it did. So I had got a tankless water heater installed in my house. The company that installed it apparently didn't know what they were doing, because for the first month and a half or more, when the kids or I would go get a bath, it would alternate between freezing, cold, or boiling hot, about every 30 seconds to 2 minutes. No matter what I did, turn the thermostat on, the unit up, starting the water very slowly, etc. Nothing was working, obviously. One crazy night, as I was sitting in the tub, repeatedly alternating between being ice cold or being boiled, I got the idea I should try manifesting it to stay hot. So in my mind, I imagined me having a nice hot, not boiling lol, bath, and affirmed a few times, I lost myself. And affirmed a few times. I'm honestly so shocked, but from that moment on, no one has had any of the freezing/boiling temperature issues, and it's been a few months since, still working great. Great one. Managed to just change an inanimate object to just work in their favor just by sitting there and affirming a few times. I love that one. I had something similar myself as well. Our upstairs bathroom, for some reason, I don't know what it is specifically, I never actually looked into it because I just do the manifestation work for it to shift, but it would, and I think you may have even heard it in a couple of videos in the past, but when flushing the toilet on certain occasions, not sure what ones, it would then have this like weird air thing where it would go whoop, ooh, whoop, ooh, and it was really annoying. And by simply affirming a few times and just focusing on it being resolved, it hasn't done it since I've done that, which is lovely. So I had a very similar-esque experience to this person. But they also did have a second success. Oh, just before I get onto that, that shows you can change inanimate objects as well. You know, if you lose something or if something's broken, try manifesting a resolution before you go fork out some more money for it. Worth a shot. The worst you have to lose is you were just do the thing that you were going to do anyway before you tried it. So you have nothing to lose, give it a go. The second thing I recently manifested was money. I decided I wanted a certain person who has a lot of money to give me £200 every month just because I deserved it. Not sure if I deserve it, but that's the mindset I used. So every once in a while, I would affirm throughout the day that she was giving me that amount just when I thought about it or needing money. She ended up calling me to say she wanted to start giving me my desired amount every month. I was so happy and not really surprised at all at this one because I had faith. Another one, just literally making someone give you money when you want it. We can really do these things. You truly can. Whether you've got a business flowing, whether you just need some money and you want your dad to help you out or something, it doesn't matter. You can just affirm, you can just focus on it and get what you want. So another great success story there. This one's one of those like nice short and sweet ones, but I would really like to add it in because I think manifesting the small things is also so important. Everybody gets caught up on the houses and the careers and the winning the lottery and the specific person. You can manifest some really cool stuff. One of my personal favorites was when I manifested Mortal Kombat 1 for free. I was actually just affirming that I received Mortal Kombat 1 for free over and over. One of my friends invites me over to their house while me and some of my other friends are there. They're like, oh, you know what, we should play Mortal Kombat 1, blah, blah, it's just come out, it's great. And we're like, do you have it? And he was like, no. And I was like, okay, well then why did you even make the suggestion? And one of my other friends who has their account as home on my Xbox, which means any games that they get, I get, and vice versa because I'm home on his, he was like, oh, I'll just buy it and we can just play it now. So he bought it there and then, meaning I got Mortal Kombat for free, just for simply being there and affirming it a few times. And I know it's insignificant, and some of you that don't care about gaming are probably like, why do you even care about that? But you can do these things. If you want a game, make it happen. If you want to go to the cinema, make it happen. If you want parking spots, make it happen. You don't have to settle for just the big, huge manifestations. You can really have anything. So enjoy having everything. But on to the next one anyway. Or the little one. One night before I sleep, I visualize myself having a free coffee. Short, 10 seconds, nothing spectacular. 2 days later, I went to my morning walk and cup of coffee. On newspaper stand, I saw a last ticket for £1 scratch lottery. I decided to buy it. I wasn't thinking about free coffee and I had actually forgotten about it. I sat in the coffee bar and under a table, I found 20 cents. So I picked them up and scratched the lotto card. I won €3. Since I paid £1 for the lottery ticket, I actually won €2.20 under the table. Price of the coffee was €2.20. I remembered I was manifesting free coffee 2 days ago, and I was shocked at how precise the manifestation is. Awesome. It just goes to show how things will work out when you just feed the subconscious mind that story. And I would urge you to manifest these small little things. Games, free coffees, compliments. Have fun. The world really is your oyster. Next one. I hope you're doing well. I wanted to share a success story regarding money. I've been affirming that I can make £2,000 a month. Typically, my monthly income is around 1,500. Oh, it says dollars, sorry, not pounds. So I wasn't overly focused on it. However, when my latest deposit came through, I was pleasantly surprised to see that I had made $2,500. I thought that was a pretty cool manifestation and wanted to share it with you. One thing I've learned during my manifestation journey is that the things I care less about tend to show up faster and often in ways I don't expect. It seems like when I'm not constantly checking or worrying about the outcome, things have a way of unfolding naturally. So again, another one that just goes to prove the less you stress, the more you control. This person made a whole $1,000 extra that month, which for many people, that is, for a month by month, life-changing. If this person can do it, you can do it. And if all those other people could do it as well, you can do it too. Now, the list does go on. I took, you can't really see it very well. I took them from the emails and then just copy pasted them into my notes to make it easier to read them. There's still a lot more, and there's one that's really, really long. So what I'm going to say now, because this is already just over 16 minutes long now, I'm going to leave it there. So if you'd like a part 2 to this video, please do put it down below in the comment section. I can read the rest of them. I think there are at least 10 more that I received that I'd taken note of, and I'm still receiving emails from people with their successes in. So if you would like another one where I read the rest of them, please do put it down below. If you have another idea of another video idea that you want just in general, also put that down below. If you've got any ideas that you think that like the masses would really like to hear or need to hear, put it down below. I'm all open to suggestions. Now, if you would like the successes that these people have, by all means, I would love to work with you and help you achieve that. I have my coaching available. I can manifest for you. And there is the academy where you can get coaching, me manifesting for you, all my courses and more, all in one place. So do be sure to check that out if you're serious about making some change in your life. And if you want the smoothest, clearest, most practical way to do so, I'm your man. Anyway, thank you for being here. Drop me a like, drop me a comment, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and be sure to click that bell icon. Come and work with me. But for now, I will see you in the next one.